So now let's talk. Egglander. Ah, you have come. Yes, this is most satisfactory. Be gone, O brittle mask of age. Hear me now repeat the words of Brittletooth, the child snatcher of Carador. Come play with me, for I'm hungry. Come, play, play, play. Maybe he was going to attack us anyway. Tell me about yourself. My name is Egglander Tilhuselanar, elf of the House of Gandalvum, the slaughtered House of Gandalvum. But by the twin blades of the Shadow Vixen, I shall have my revenge. The walls of memory are stained with blood, and I would see them bloodier still. Oh, okay. About the assistance you asked of me. The game, yes. A game of blood and brutality, of death and dexterity. Fun is Farang, the horror harlequin, but like the serpentine stalker hisses before the stab. Hush now, darkness, darling, hush, hush and listen to my tale. He's talking a little different now. The elves of Gandalvum, they lived in peace, oh yes. But one night when the moon had hid her face, the orcs of the tribe of Khazulgar beset our city. They cooked and ate and burned every last one of us. The light of dawn never saw an elf of Gandalvum no more. All undone, every last one of us, except for me, the midnight rambler, away from the city. I was very old back then already, though indeed I whisper of many years hence. But death shall not find me, oh no, not until every beast of Khazulgar has been bled. I may be frail, a withered grey, but the wealth of kings is mine. Countless assassins have ministered to the vengeance that is my want, and now it is almost over. By Kala, Lady of the Last Gaze, I swear it is almost done. Only the very last one of the Khazulgar still eludes me, the crowning kill that will seal its fate and mine alike. I have tracked her down by the curse of Spine Spear I have. She does not know her ill-shapen sun is setting fast. Color the dusk red, O sword of youth. Bloody the day with the bramble sap that runs through the veins of Victoria. Bring me the amulet that clings to her flesh, soon to fade, and yours shall be the bounty of vindication. Mine shall be its sanguine satisfaction after long, long last. So my target would be Victoria, a girl orc. Yes, Victoria. She is the one whose heart must be held in hand, the heart around which the fingers of that hand must clench and tighten until its choking flesh bulges with blood and its beat slowly breaks. You've put a lot of thought into this, haven't you, fella? The orcs of Khazulgar, they knew my name, oh yes. By the bite of the roving rattler they knew my design, and so they sought to save their last, an infant. She who it was to be queen, to no avail, oh no. Years, how many I know not, years I have searched, and now she's been found. Her name is that of a woman, her employment that of a civilized bee, but by the fork of Barbara Maneater she is nothing but an orc, a cyst of nature, one of a misbegotten litter dragged into life from the tumored womb of a filthy, coarse-haired beast that was humped like a dog in the darkness of a stinking hollow. You have a way with words there. Victoria, librarian, daughter. Ha! Adopted child of Cyseal, Mayor of Cyseal. There is bloodlust in you. I can feel it. Let it out. Set it free. Undo the last of Khazulgar. By the breast of Shisera Goatsuckler, give me my revenge! I think I'll take my leave. She was a baby. She's now a unless I find evidence she is secretly killing people at night or something horrible, I would be just as bad as... I'm not an assassin.
Bye!
Click on characters.
The end is nigh. Death comes a creeping for you, Victoria.
Okay. Click on characters that have exclamation marks above their heads. This will initiate dialogue. Oh, okay. Well, click. Right click. Click. I have an exclamation mark. I'm trying to do Braveheart. That was quite the radical change we witnessed. I never would have thought that the benign old man we met outside would turn out to be a vengeance-driven aficionado of assassins. I agree with some of what this says and some of what this says. I mean, I don't think he's a savage. I think he's been driven mad by grief, but Victoria, how is she guilty of her tribe's crime if she was a baby? So, I will say number one then. I don't agree with the first sentence though, but he's as much a savage as those orcs. And how is Victoria guilty of her tribe's crime if she was but a babe at the time? And Braveheart says, indeed, Victoria probably doesn't even know about her past, and yet she's on a, let's call them eccentrics, hit list. Forgiving +1? What does that mean?
By the filed teeth of Suluma Soul Shredder, the end is nigh. Death comes a-creeping for you, Victoria!
Okay. Yeah, so, because I closed the door, he attacked me. That was a bit much. Okay. I'm glad I reloaded it. Forgiveness, +1. What does that mean? Oh! If you have the forgiving trait, you are immune to cursed. You have this trait because its score is greater than vindictive. In bold. Initiative is increased by 1. Cool. Compassionate. Critical chance is increased by 3%. If you have the pragmatic trait, crafting is increased by 1. So I guess I don't have anything in pragmatic. No, I have 1. Okay. Independent. Oh, I'm on obedient. And obedient is you receive willpower whenever a character with leadership is in sight. And do we have anything here? Trait score 1. Oh. Okay, so how do I tell which one actually has... So I have 1 in each of these? Altruistic? Does he have different things? Or do we have the same? I guess we have the same. Interesting.
Soon the last will be beaten like the anvil of Grog the Torturer. All hail his hot steel.
That guy has a few issues, I think. Right, well, let's go downstairs again. Waitress. Let's talk to the waitress. Is it your waitress? Why are we going over there? I want to talk to the waitress. A source hunter! I'd like to report some dark magic. Only tainted hearts could tip as miserably as this lot. And so Valentine says, so you're the waitress around here? And she replies, yes, it's just she. Been at the King Crab for nearly 10 years now, personally. Seen every character you can imagine, from bums to wizard, pass through the doors for a pint and a place to rest. And Valentine asks, were you here the night of Jake's murder? The waitress replies, I think I'm one of the last folks to hear him alive. That awful scream has been ringing in my ears ever since. And with the room where it all happened still under quarantine, we've got a constant reminder of exactly what happened. Though that's the question, isn't it? What exactly did happen? We all thought it was Esmeralda who checked into that room, and the Duke that followed her in. I was washing up and nudging the last of the lushes out the door when a cloaked woman rushed in right past me. I never got a good look at her, damn my eyes, but I figured the way she disappeared that she was visiting one of the lodgers. Luckily for the perpetrators, I was rinsing bottles in the back room when the horrible deed took place, and saw nothing more. I ain't proud to say I ducked under the counter and damn well stayed there until I heard Yvald fling that door open, but I was paralyzed with fright. Alright, I presume you're selling ale and that sort of thing? Yes. Okay, well, let's get here. I'll take my leave. Oh, Yvald, you.
Greetings.
This is Yvald Tavernier. A hearty welcome to the King Crab Inn, and a pleasure to have you. You look like you could use a round or three, so what'll it be? Have a seat and stay a while. And Valentine says, tell me about yourself. The name's Yvald. Pleased to make your acquaintance. I've been offering the weary travelers of Cyseal drink and rest for nearly 2 decades now, but the King's Crab's older than that by a long shot. All you see before you is the manifestation of my great-grandpappy Horatius Dugness's noble vision. Beer and naps for everyone, no questions asked. So, how's business around here? Yvald says, well, between you and me, things have been rather slow since the incident. But with spirits high and liquor flowing like it is tonight, it seems the crab may just come out of that pinch. So Valentine says, what do you know about Jake's murder? Yvald says, psst, mind if we keep our voices down over that sensitive subject? Death and dark magic ain't exactly great for business, you know. So Valentine says, tell me about the murder, or the night of the murder. The room where it happened, it was rented to a certain woman, though I regret to say I can't say exactly who. The inn isn't in the business of asking many questions, if you know what I mean. She came in heavily cloaked, but paid the full sum in advance. I was used to such transactions after many similar concerning a certain Esmeralda. Figured this was just more of the same. I saw one other figure go into the room that night. Someone tall, built broad like a man, but shrouded the same as she. Again, standard practice for Mrs. Counselor and her visitors. I was startled awake by a horrendous hubbub shortly after midnight. I jumped up and grabbed my grandpappy's machete, bleary-eyed and awash in fright. By the time I burst into that room, it was horribly silent. There was only Jake on the floor, dead. Surrounded by what may as well have been a battlefield. Whoever had done it had escaped through the window, but I saw nary a soul when I looked out. You can bet I hightailed it to the Legion barracks faster than a jackrabbit after that. And Valentine says, do you suspect anyone? Counselor Jake, that poor man. I knew too much about his affairs, you know. Never figured it my business to say anything, but after all that's happened, I wonder if that weren't a grave mistake. Esmeralda's longest-standing lover has the audacity to remain lodged at this very inn, you know. He's called the Duke of Farrell, a high title for a low man. If you haven't asked him about Esmeralda, I'd recommend it. So Valentine asks, do you have any work for a trio of sailors? 3 hopeless sailors? Truly wish I could help you, but I'm barely keeping afloat as it is. Speaking of afloat... Oh, you have meat. I'm gonna drive by 1 piece of meat, actually. No, let's not do that then.
Bye.
Take my leave. Right, so there's a Duke of... Who's it? Alistair, Anna. And this is...
Oh, my good man.
Novak.
A drink, if you please.
Please don't keep shouting
Citizen.
in my ear.
Okay, well, let's talk to Novak. That would be the waitress. And that is Medora. Okay.
Greetings.
Ah, pointless chatter with strangers so does thrill me. How did you know? Please continue interrupting my drink if you're so kind. Ah, Sardiag, hi. Welcome to the stream, and yes, I am in fact enjoying the game. Okay, so Valentine says, who are you? Novak replies, "How curious of you to show interest in a lonesome stranger at the bar. Let me answer by saying that who I am is hardly any of your business, and anyone with an ounce of tact would have known that already." Valentine asks, "Well, can you tell me about the Fabulous Five?" Novak replies, "Can I tell you? I suppose I can and I could, but why would I turn my attention away from this whiskey when Mendius, right outside, is simply panting with excitement about the whole affair? Alrighty then, I will take my leave.
Bye.
You can drink yourself asleep or whatever. You, stop, I want to talk to you.
Greetings.
Back, devil, back, I say, or I'll split you from navel to beak." Well, I have a navel, but I don't have a beak. Medora says, "Oh ho ho, Medora, you lumpy lummox, navel to beak," she says. "1,000 pardons, comrade. When you've been bashing skulls as long as this old bear, it's easy to mistake every nudge and jostle for the deadly grasp of a source cyclopus." A what? Now, how about a proper introduction? But let's keep our voices down, shall we? One can never tell where the enemy has lain its eyes and ears. Valentine says, "What do you mean by the enemy?" "Hell's spells, comrade. Keep your voice down. Do you want every Thaddeus, Rich, and Harold to know our private business? Any one of these shifty-eyed drunkards could well be a source spy. Now then, I'll explain. Like you, I'm here to sniff out and annihilate the source threat. A source hunter in spirit, indeed, if no longer by title. Medora's the name. My hand to your cause and my sword at your side." Oh, so you used to be a source hunter? "The Order retired this little old lady to a sleepy town a bit north of here, but no rocking chair could keep a born and bred source hunter from such a flagrant infestation of dark magic. A counselor murdered? Medora, for one, won't rest until the fiend is caught. On that subject, I could use someone to cover my back, what with source demons lurking under every loose floorboard in this city, and it goes without saying that you could use another stout heart and experienced sword by your side." So you'd like to join this party? Well, you know the old expression, 2's a tea party, 3's an invasion. With our keen trading combined, we'll be able to face any of the myriad monstrosities that are bound to confront us. What say you? Oh geez. Do we want this individual? I think we're gonna turn this one down. Thanks for the offer, but it's hard to resist the impression that your enthusiasm might get in the way of actually hunting source. One can be vigilant without seeing evil in every nook and cranny. Braveheart says, "It's true. A hair-trigger reaction to all that's magic will hardly serve us to hunt out the real threat. We wish you luck, Medora, but for now we'll go it ourselves." Medora says, "By the demon's tomb, I never thought I'd live to see a source hunter dismiss an eager comrade. That's what they teach you about loyalty at the Academy West, is it? Well, you're lucky we Northers have a certain expression. Better to do right the second time than ever at all. So if you change your mind about joining forces, I'll be happy to hear it, comrade." Actually, I wanted to ask you about Counselor Jake. Here. What evidence of source in Cyseal have you found this far? Evidence? Look around you, comrade. It fairly seeps from every crevice in town. There's Mayor Cyseal, Thelrion, and the feline menace, to name a few of many hundreds. Tell me about the feline menace. Yes, perhaps the gravest peril threatening Cyseal. Did you know those bewhiskered fiends can see clear as day in the blackest night? Dark-dwelling schemers all. Hey, I happen to like cats. I'm glad we didn't invite you. Tell me about the mayor, please. A more obvious source wolf in sheep's clothing I've never had the misfortune to meet. The blackguard's deaf as a brick, but it's nothing to do with his age, as he'd like all of Cyseal to believe. No, I'm certain Cecil lost his hearing in a botched deal with the censorer of the South. Many elderly folks fall victim to her wiles. She collects their faculties, eyesight, hearing, sense of smell or memory, and in turn grants them some few more years of life. Why, my own mother woke blind as a mole one day and tried to blame the whole affair on cataracts. She even got the local healer, through bribery or coercion no doubt, to vouch for her little tale. It broke my heart to arrest her for suspected sorcery, but no friend to the censorer is any kin of mine. You're interesting. Tell me about Thelrion, the town healer, and a warlock. I learned of this black craft the hard way, you see. As yet unfamiliar with his devious ways, I mistakenly made eye contact with the fiend over a selection of trout in the marketplace. He gave a little wink, innocent to the untrained eye, and his curse immediately came over me. My palms began to sweat like they'd been held to hellfire, and my heart raced until I feared it might combust. A fog, heavy with his dark enchantments, fell over my mind, and my cheeks scorched. The villain had sent a source delirium upon me. Fortunately, I was able to maintain the presence of mind to look away before his curse could consume me completely. I recovered quickly, but the next innocent he ensnares may not be so fortunate. Okay, I think I'm going to take my leave now. Sardiag. No, I didn't play it in beta, so this is in fact my first time. So, I am having a lot of fun. I think this is the guy we're looking for. The Duke of Farrell says, "Oh, hello. I suppose you're here to viciously interrogate me for information I don't have, like our noble Captain Aureus before you." Well, sure, why not? Why don't you tell me about yourself? The Duke says, "I'm the Duke of Farrell, though I suppose my name is in the mouths of enough ruthless gossipers that you've heard of me by now. As a matter of fact, I've heard quite the story involving you and Esmeralda. Yes, she and I have a history that's hardly a secret anymore. I quite doubt it was even a secret from Jake while he lived. As easy as it would be to pin suspicions on Esmeralda or I assure you that the affair..." He's right here in front of you. "I assure you that the affair was never so steamy and sordid as the busybodies around town make it out to be. Jake and Esmeralda had no great affection for each other. He had his interests, she had hers, and there was little passion left between them. Certainly not enough to fuel a murder. So I just made you dislike us because we asked you about that. That's interesting. Okay, well, what do you know about Jake's murder? It's very tragic news. I won't posture and say that the counselor and I were anything near allies, but I truly never wished the man harm. I'll take my leave then."
Farewell.
So, that's interesting. You can just be talking to somebody, and if you ask them the wrong question, they don't like you quite as much as they used to. Take Medora as a companion? No, she doesn't like cats. I don't like her. No. Somebody who's doesn't like cats doesn't belong in a group with me, let me tell you. Speaking of cats, hello, pussycat! Hi! Unsinkable Sam says, "Meow. Never saw you in the king crab before. You're welcome to scratch me behind the ears if you like. I won't scratch back." So Valentine says, "Who are you?" "I'm Unsinkable Sam. At least that's what they call me around here. Used to be a ship's cat, but the clipper I was on sank, and I was the only one to wrestle himself free from the waves. The people here were kind and took me in. Been the king crab's foremost patron ever since." So Valentine says, "Tell me about the ship you were on." "A magnificent ship she was. Used to belong to a pirate, I was told. Unlike me, she didn't prove to be unsinkable, though. We hit the cliffs right beneath the lighthouse. Not very apt a name for that building, I must say, for no light was shining from it. The moment I hit the water, I writhed around like I would in a hot-pit roof. By some miracle, I managed to reach the beach, covered in kelp and smelling worse than a fish's funeral parlor. But I was alive, and that was more than anybody else could say." "So you were the only survivor?" "So I was. What friends I had, they drowned alongside the rats I used to hunt in the galley. And there I was, all alone. Not that I have it bad here, mind you. I've milk and fish aplenty. Most folks will pet me kindly, and when one of the villager girls hold me tight against her ample bosom, I pour up a storm. But I do long for a companion of my own kind, and in that regard, there's no one like Maxine. Oh, what about Maxine? Maxine, the mayor's darling pet, so gentle, so fair a feline. The grace of her whiskers, the subtle palette of dyes in her sable coat. She's one of a kind, that cat. She likes me, I know she does, but when I declare my love, she backs away. I don't know why. I have serenaded her and braved many a bucket of water for my efforts, but for some reason she is not to be swayed. So Valentine says, I have some other questions for you. And Unsinkable Sam says, by all means. So what's your take on the undead? People make a fuss about them because they endanger the lands around the city. They never bother me when I'm out for my monthly walk, though. But still do I detest them. I mean, they're so unnatural, aren't they? Cats can have 9 lives, but humans are only entitled to 1. So Valentine asks, can you tell me more about the orcs? Oh, don't mention orcs to me. Worse than dogs, that lot. Sank Wallace Willie's boat right from under him. Best anchovy fisher in the world, he was. Lost to us all. So Valentine says, I'll take my leave.
Bye.
I love being able to talk to the animals. It's so great. Alright, so we had a couple of people over here to talk to. Let's see. Anna.
Greetings.
Anna says, what have we here? A source hunter, is it? Well, my day just became rather more stimulating. Stand still then, if you don't mind. I want to take a good long look at the so-called savior of Cyseal. I have a feeling she's not a fan. Tall as an elf, strong as an orc, but your face, quite classical, isn't it? Statuesque, some might say. Yes, smooth and sturdy as marble, yet fine as a chiseled edge. My word, what passion burns from your eyes. Forgive me being forward, but I dare say, can it be? Yes, you're exactly the person I'm searching for. Okay, well, maybe she is a fan. Valentine says, can you tell me a bit more about yourself? I'm Anna, jewel in the crown that is the fabulous 5. Oh, lovely. I have cut 1,000 throats and baked 1,000 bread rolls, stolen the crown of jewels of the Queen of Errata, and with my pockets full, helped her reach enlightenment. When the day comes that I die, the gods will evacuate the heavens to make space for my formidable collection of designer slippers. You don't say. I contain multitudes, you see, and I'm utterly replete. Except that, much to my dismay, I had as yet to find the companion to whom my heart so clearly calls. But then, Source Hunter, you wandered into this tavern, and I am most certain that companion is you. Alrighty then. You've been searching for someone? That I have. For nearly a lifetime, it seems. I'm sure you must know what I mean. Like existence itself lacked a significant component. Like if you could only fill a certain void, could connect with the right body, the right spirit, together you could uncover new and thrilling vistas. I believe I found that companion, that body, that spirit within you, Source Hunter. Come, if ever we're to be united, we must truly entwine our fates. We must link our causes forevermore. Yes, you must join the Fabulous 5 right away, as soon as time permits. Together as a team, we'll explore the boundless realm before us. We'll uncover fate, inch by inch. No thank you.
Bye.
Yeah, bye.
Please, don't keep shouting in my ear.
Alistair. Alistair says, sorry, I've run out of signed handkerchiefs. An Alistair keyring, maybe? In any case, make it quick. You're not the only fan who wants some of my time. So Valentine says, I'm sorry, I'm actually not familiar with you. Alistair replies, what do you mean not familiar? You expect me to believe that you've never heard of Alistair the Almighty? Why, I'm only the most famous wizard this sign of Verdistus. Although it'd be worth checking the other side too, just in case. And don't forget, I'm the most eminent member of the Fabulous Five to boot. Surely you already know we've been voted the most influential adventurers guild by SideQuest Monthly 3 years running. Sure, tell me more about the Fabulous Five. Your interest is piqued, I see. I suggest you have a chat with Mendius outside. He's in charge of recruitment and other such drudgery. A word of warning, though, we only accept the best and brightest. By the looks of you, I'm not sure you'll make the cut. Well, same to you too, bud. What do you know about the undead? Those nasty beasts are hardly worth my time. Though I suppose I'll step in if none of the recruits manage to prove adept enough to handle a few skeletons. Yeah, I'll take my leave.
Bye.
Yeah, you're a jerk. So, who are you? Oh, are you the, Francis? Okay. Oh, I think we can go in here. Without upsetting anybody. But I'm gonna press F5 just in case.
Greetings!
Francis says, "Greetings, traveler, and may the immaculate conduit's myriad blessings comfort and cradle you. Tell me, have you yet heard the revelation?" Oh great, a religious guy. Valentine says, "Tell me about yourself." Francis says, "What's in a name, dear friend? For we all begin equal in the conduit's eyes, and only through great deeds may enter into her inner ring." Valentine says, "What revelation do you mean, exactly?" Francis says, "You mean you haven't heard? Ah, what fortune that I may share the goddess's salvation with one who has as yet been lost. Steel yourself, friend, for your mortal spirit could be forever transformed from this moment forth. The conduit, our link to the goddess herself, has given us a special gift, and the gift is thus. By following her instructions and becoming initiated into the one way, we can each of us live on for a span greater than the number of stars that twinkle within the goddess's right eye." Valentine says, "What revelation, quote, do you mean exactly?" "You mean you haven't heard?" No, I already asked that. Okay, never mind. "Tell me more about this conduit." "She came from on high to we mortals and showed us the path to the goddess, where all living souls are naturally inclined. She showed us that injury and malady need not mark the end of life, but that through her methods we could ascend to greater life in service of the goddess." What do you mean by the one way? Did I say that already? Francis says, "For this hallowed information you must seek in an immaculate chapel. Go north, friend, through the forest into the town of Silverglen, where all may be revealed. There, among her followers and friends, dwells the goddess's ecstasy, her one way." Okay, thank you. Francis says, "Go on the path of the righteous, my friend. Forget not that the conduit has great plans for you."
Bye.
Yeah. Interesting. I like his outfit. Can you turn around, guy? Wish I could look at that library, but apparently I'll piss someone off if I do.
Oh, my good man. A drink, if you please.
Please, don't keep shouting in my ear.
Interesting. So I think we've talked to just about everybody. Sorry. A little bit yawny. It's been a long day. So who have we got here? My guys. That's who we got here. Okay, citizen. So which door is it that is there guards outside one of them? Well, it's obviously not this one.
The hunters go stalking in the night by the needles of the
Okay, it looks like this door is not going to cause a kerfuffle by me opening it. I thought they said it was in here that he was killed, but let's look at the logbook. Kitty love. We've been asked by Sam, the tavern Tom, to investigate where the cat of his dreams. Maxine is not interested in him. Maybe she's been fixed. Elf-orc blood feud. Here we are. No? Oh, so we have to go talk to Aru maybe first? I kind of wanted to have a look at the scene of the crime, but I'm not sure if this is the scene of the crime or not. What's that? Can't reach. Well, that's locked, so if that's where we're supposed to go, then I'd rather not pick the lock. If, in fact, we can pick it. Alrighty. Oh, geez, I wonder if this place with all the blood on the floor might just possibly be the place I'm looking for. Let's talk to the Legionnaire. Legionnaire says, "Greetings, Source Hunter. I don't mean to hinder your investigation, but I can't open this door for anyone who hasn't received Captain Aureus's explicit approval." Alright, I'll take my leave then. Obviously, we need to go to talk to them first, so... Alright, so where's the front door? Here it is. Let's get out.
No one has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Did he see man with many cheesies? Oh, it's the marketplace. Interesting. Cool. Oh, many paintings, maybe? Painting of a man. Okay, so... Thaddeus or something like that is the... Oh, look at all the little pointy things. There, that's where we're trying to go. That's where we were. Okay. Let's head that way. I want to go talk to them, so we can at least see what happened. So I think we need to go through here. Okay. So many people to talk to. It's great. It actually feels like a town. You know, because there's just so many people. Oh, let's go talk to the chicken. I want to talk to a chicken. What's your problem? Are you... Cluck, cluck. What on earth would an undertaker want with the likes of Hoggett?
Goodbye.
Goodbye. To you too. You sound like you're drunk. Goodbye.
Greetings.
That should be a more masculine voice, shouldn't it? Rooster says, cluck, cluck. Birdie, a sheep is gone, gone, gone. Think it vanished through one of them swirly shrines?
Bye.
Bye. Oh, I get too much of a kick out of the animals. Cock-a-doodle-doo. Oh. Come back here, chicken. We gotta ask you a question. Yeah, we want to talk to you. What? Stop. Come back here. Chicken. Would you... What? Why? You're guilty of something, aren't you? You keep running away. Stop. Stop, chicken. Stop it. Come here. We're chicken. Chicken. This chicken doesn't want to stop. Chicken. 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 Stop. Chicken. Hello. We got you cornered now, chicken. Now you gotta talk to us. Cluck, cluck. I'll figure out who murdered Jake before the day's through. Just you wait. Detective Kip is on the case. That must be why you were running around. You were investigating. Alright. We already talked to that sheep. Let's save it. Oh! No, open the door. Go inside. Right, here they are. Let's... Guys, hello! Stop. Evelyn says, thank you eternally for your help. Though your reaction to the healing stone, I have no idea what to make of it. You're telling me. Valentine says, about your healing stone. That strange reaction you caused, blue lightning from a healing stone? I've never seen anything like it. And the stone looks different now, too, like it's devoid of life. I begin to wonder if its magical properties survived your little reaction. Just gonna ask her. Okay. Yeah, I know I've read the first part before, but I don't remember the second part. Evelyn says, I've a passion for this work, you see. A passion to see things put in order, from a flesh wound healed to an entire city made resistant to a fatal illness. What right has something as trivial as a wound, or as senseless as an epidemic, to take a human life? No. Yeah, I guess. I don't think it having rights necessarily means anything. I will take my leave. Celeron, do you have anything to say? To what do I owe the repeated pleasures, Sir Center? Did I ask you about work for sailors? No. Okay. Did I ask him about Jake's murder? Okay, no. Okay, well, we got an answer. Excuse me. So it looks like the two individuals are gone, because the one got better and the other one, well, he didn't. Alrighty then, out we go. Guy muttering to himself. There's the cow. Hello, cow. We've already spoken to you. We haven't talked to this sheep, though. Let's go talk to this sheep. Maybe this sheep will have something fantastic and unusual to say. Can we talk to said sheep?
Greetings.
Bah, if you think black sheep are weird, try were sheep.
Bye.
Alrighty then. I saw you hop up. Did you do a backflip when I wasn't looking? Can't reach that. Let's open the gate. Now maybe we can reach that. What do we got here? We got a branch. Sure. And nothing. Nothing. And nothing. Lots of nothing. I guess we should probably close the gate. You know, probably should do it over here too, just so the sheep doesn't get lost. Although, this gate was already... Oh, I can't shut that gate. Well, there's no point in me shutting the other gate then. If I can't shut that gate, then... There. He's gonna escape, he's gonna escape. Not much I can do about it.
Today, I think, a king. The great Sigurd and his rainbow of war machines. It is said, and this I have heard from the ghost.
Where's that guy pontificating from?
Sigurd himself, that the king had a great thirst for color.
Oh, here we are.
So ardently did he crave creamy blues and gory reds that he ordered a contest across his realm.
Let's go find the pontificating fellow.
My word.
Ha! Fantastic! Bravo!
A talking head. Is that really a talking head, or is there just a guy under there?
Bravo! Yeehaw!
Oh. Apparently I can't touch him. If I do, somebody will get pissed at me, so, okay.
My word.
Today, I think, a king. The great Sigurd and his
By the
rainbow of war
seven
machines.
kids,
It is said,
this here
and this
is
I
the
have heard from
greatest
those
illusion.
Greeting. Who knew Elliot?
Yeah, okay,
who
let's
is
talk to
said
this
to
guy.
have known Sigurd himself. That the king had a
Reginald,
great
you there,
thirst
take a
for
seat,
color.
prepare to laugh your head off, cry your eyes out, and teeter on the edge of your seat with an original tale from Stefan, the talking severed head. Tell me about yourself, Valentine says. I'm Reginald the Illusionist, purveyor of the most amazing artifact in Anvil, this fantastical talking head. Catch the act while you can. This show will only remain in Cyseal as long as there are Legion soldiers to entertain. Sure, have a tip. Hard times, Lord Pitchpenny. Fine, here, have 10. What a generous spectator. Find a seat in front, eh? Oh, tell me about that talking head. Reginald says, that's right, a talking head, and he doesn't just talk. He'll weave you a yarn so fantastic you'll be begging to hear just one more, and just one more. It's quite a story how I found him, too. Valentine says, let's hear the story. I obtained this curio by some rather sensational means. You see, I was diving in search of a rare medicinal sea herb. I volunteer at the local children's apothecary on weekends. In the shallows around Cyseal's own Black Cove when I spotted something amazing. The chest belonging to the fabled Captain Firebeard, the most prolific pirate of the days of old. Though the chest was stuck fast, I summoned a swell of great strength and prized it free from the ancient rock. I had the treasure of a lifetime in my very hands, but then, slurp gulp, I was swallowed by an ornery kraken that seemed to appear from nowhere. In the hubbub, I lost hold of my prize and watched it sink to the bottom of the beast's cavernous belly. Still, I feared only for a moment that all was futile. Before my mind's eye swam the faces of the many war widows and leprotic orphans who would be lost without my charitable support, and I knew I had to live. Grabbing fast to the hilt of a cutlass that floated by just at that moment, I summoned all my strength to slash a great gash in the creature's gut. Freeing myself from my would-be tomb, I swam as quickly as I could, first to the surface and then to the shore. It was there along the rocky beach that I tripped over this talking head. Strange, isn't it? Valentine says, tell me about the talking head. That's right, a talking head. And he does, yeah, okay, you've already said that. Let's change the subject. Bye.
So ardently
I still think there's a guy under here.
And gory reds that he ordered a contest.
My word.
Let him just... Right. Hi.
Greetings.
Gallagher. What are you looking at me for? There's a great show going on right in front of you. And look, there stands the world-famous Reginald the Entertainer. Better check it out if you don't want to miss the time of your life. I think he's a busker, or whatever you call him. No, I can't remember what they're called. Anyway, Valentine says, tell me about yourself. Oh, I'm nothing but your average man taking in the best show I've ever seen. I'm amazed and astounded that for a meager gold coin or two, I can take in this first-rate entertainment all day long. The same show all day? Valentine says. That seems like a bit much. Well, I've stumbled in into quite the fine gig. I just let my appreciation for Reggie's work be known, and he slips me a few gold coins in return. My voice happens to carry pretty far. Cyseal hears me. Cyseal wants to see what all the fuss is about. And let me tell you, this amazing show just can't be beat. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, that's what I thought. You're an advertisement.
Fantastic, bravo!
Bunch of empty bottles.
Who is said to have known Sigurd himself.
Lots of empty bottles. Interesting.
So ardently did he claim.
Don't know if I can use them for anything, but... Ha! So what do we have here? Cedric.
Greetings.
You there! Sit! Stay a while! Right in front! I'll excite you, I'll delight you, I'll beguile you, I'll besmile you. I'm Cedric the Sensational, and I'm playing to an empty audience. Valentine says, tell me about yourself. Don't pity me, no sir. Just a few years ago, I was the all-singing, all-dancing, all-sensational darling of the town. People came from far and wide just to witness my amazing act. When Reginald came, he brought some fantastic prop with him. Have you seen it? A talking head. I never expected a silly gimmick like that to be my main competition. So Valentine says, tell me about the competition between you and Reginald. Cedric says, it seems even my usually choosy audience has been taken in by that hack's little gizmo. I'm a man of skill, sleight of hand, feats of wit, and pure entertainment. This curio is ruining what used to be an art. And even when there's no crowd to speak of, old Reggie still has at least one fan calling bravo and hee-haw. Sure as the sun sets, that one devotee attracts 5 more, and those 5 more, all curious about the commotion. I don't know how he inspires such loyalty with less talent contained between his hat and his boots than I have in my crusty handkerchief. Lovely. Valentine says, haven't you heard? Reginald uses a crowd warmer. Aye, a person whose sole job is to praise the performance and stir a crowd? A genius invention! No wonder Reginald has had such success. I knew his act couldn't have outshone mine on its merits alone. Please, you must hire him for me. Imagine the scowl on that con man's face when my rightful audience returns to me. A must-see event. Okay.
Bye.
Well, out of curiosity, if we go back and talk to this guy, can we try to hire him away?
Back again.
Would you be interested in warming up the crowd for Cedric over there? And Gallagher says, well, I don't see why I should. Reginald and I have grown rather friendly, you know. In any case, it'd be hard to pull myself away from this fantastic show. I think I'll try... Let's try Charm. Can I look at what her skills are? Well, no, I can't. I think she's got a... Okay, let's try Charm. What is this? Win a series of rock, paper, scissors matches to convince the other party. Put points in charisma to gain an advantage. I have to say I was not expecting a minigame. Okay, I don't know if I was ever very good at rock, paper, and scissors, to be quite honest. Okay, so do I just, Right. Well, I have Charm 4, so I guess I have a context bonus 1. Alright, well, let's pick a rock, I guess. Ha! Let me take a rock again. Ha 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 ha! Now, let's see. Gotta take paper this time. Ha ha! Gotcha! Valentine won the argument. Gallagher says, well, I guess it's been long enough since I've stretched my rings a bit, and it ain't so far of a flight now, is it? Maybe I will have a peek at what Cedric's up to over there.
Bye.
Alright, so let's go back. I'm pretty sure there's a guy hiding under that thing there, so I think he's a bit of a con man, personally.
Back again. Bye.
Okay, so now we've got him here.
This is the finest show in the land. Cedric's show is a doozy.
That's funny. Wow. Oh, so he's a mime. So what else does he do?
Alright.
Is he doing magic now? Or is he still doing mime?
The best in Cyseal, the best!
Back again.
Cedric says, ah, that Gallagher is quite the performer. One of my own ilk. Sometimes all the flies need is a little honey, eh? And things are certainly buzzing around here. Tell me about yourself. Ah, just like the old times, the rush, the thrill, what a delight. Thank you, stranger, or shall I say fan and friend. Please stay and enjoy the show, though you may have some trouble finding a seat.
Bye.
That's cool.
Alright.
So does that mean he likes us now? Let's cover over him. Attitude 5. Okay, well. I don't think she's quite so sure she likes it. Well, Cedric, you gotta do something a little more exciting. Where's the sleight of hand you were talking about? Yeah, well. He's got his shot now. He can't keep them. I guess that's his problem. Anyway. Braveheart, why'd you run across that? I think we will pause it here. I've been enjoying exploring the town. Hopefully you've been enjoying it, exploring it with me. Let's go ahead and let's save this. Let's just call this, I think this is the 3rd day we've played, so just makes it a little easier for me to find it. Especially when I have 3 million quick saves. Alright, well, I am going to have a break for 2 hours, and then I'll be back with Agrarian Skies. I just wanted to remind, I have mentioned this in several times today, if you were here, and if you weren't, well, then this is the first time, isn't it then? I'm going to tell you that tomorrow, or starting tomorrow, I will be changing the order of the games that I will be streaming. I will be starting with Agrarian Skies from now on in the afternoons, and in the evenings I will be playing Wastelands 2 and this game, Divinity Original Sin. So, hope to see you in the stream. You take care now. Bye.